Hello everyone, my name is Corporal Galk, and to the right of me we have PJ Master Swag, and to the right of him we have Mr. RP the Shooter. And today we're going to be talking about Howl's Moving Castle. It's a 2004 Ghibli film, originally made in Japan. At the beginning it is revealed that there is a war, and it is because the prince of another nation is missing. The queen wants to obtain all magicians to help in the war, including Howl. There is also an 18-year-old girl that is cursed to look like an older woman for the rest of her life. The movie in its essence is a love story between Howl and Sophie. Sophie finds herself in Howl's moving castle and meets Callistifer. He is the fire demon who is bound by a contract under Howl. He tries to make a deal with Sophie for her to help get rid of his curse, his contract, and for her curse to be lifted. She meets Howl, and it is then revealed that as she has less stress, she starts to look like her older self, and as she falls in love with Howl, she slowly starts to get back to her older self. Towards the end of
Younger self.
Younger self.
Well, her former self being her older self. Okay, so anyways, and it is also revealed that the Scarecrow is the prince, and that was the whole reason for the war in the first place.
And the whole war stops.
Yeah. Well, I was confused during this movie, even at the beginning, so I didn't know if I was going to like the movie or not. Let's just keep it as that.
The movie is confusing pretty much throughout, but at the beginning I thought it was going to be quite sinister with Sophie getting cursed and having to, age. I thought it was something very sinister of a curse to do, and her having to search and go to the castle and do all these things and all the adventures in the movie that I thought were going to happen because of the opening. Were very enjoyable. I got me excited. I got into the movie because of that, but it was very confusing regardless of that.
I have to agree with the very confusing aspect of this movie. I understood most of it, but the rest I had to look up on the internet. It was a very confusing movie. I suggest watching it a couple times, that way you'll actually understand what's going on. Or you can just do what I did, watch it once and look for a basic synopsis of the story on the internet so you know what was happening while you were watching it. But other than that, the movie was decent enough.
Alright, the dialogue and acting, basically same, not much different from other Ghibli films, very appropriate like all of them, in terms of when the adventure happens, the voices have good inflection. There's a range of different personas that the characters have. There are outgoing characters, expressive characters. There are different accents involved this time, a slight accent but still present, but nothing really particular, nothing really to note on.
Okay, for visuals, the animation, like any other Ghibli film, is very well. This one actually reminds me a little bit of Spirited Away's animation, but it's very, very fluent again, and while it features 3D animation just like Princess Mononoke, at least with the moving castle, and while the whole movie is based off around a war, so whenever the war comes on, it's a very, very dark movie, the horizon's red and black, and it's like a very dark. It features a lot of gunfire, explosives, and all that during the war. Of course, it's not as violent and gory as Princess Mononoke because it does not really show anyone dying. It's more of just a bunch of demons fighting, and even though it's all magicians who were fighting the war for normals, and it was very, very entertaining movie, especially with the visuals.
Well, overall, I gotta say that the movie was confusing for me. I enjoyed the little bit that I could understand. I'm probably going to have to go through this movie definitely and watch it a couple more times and kind of fill in what I was missing beforehand when I first tried to watch it. But yeah, that's how I felt about that movie.
Same for me, basically. I would have to watch it again, at least 2 more times. Do a little research online or something like that. But I did enjoy it. It was enjoyable to watch, exciting. I liked the movie, although I obviously need to understand it better next time.
Well, I did enjoy the movie. The story was a little lacking. In other words, it was very confusing. It could have used a little bit more explanation in there so that we understand what's going on. Like, the movie is not that long. It could have lasted a few more minutes just to explain what was going on. Like, maybe like 2 more minutes, and we probably would be able to follow what was going on the first time watching. But it didn't do that, so it was a very confusing movie. So if you really want to enjoy this movie, watch it a few times, and then you'll understand what's going on.
Yeah, but overall, for my first time watching it through, I do give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, however, I give it a 7 out of 10.
If it wasn't for the fact that it takes more than one viewing to understand it, I would have given it a 9, maybe even an 8. But I have to give it a 7.
Alright everyone, this has been Courtland Gauk,
PJ Master Swag.
And Mr. R.P. Shear.
and we're gonna go now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and favorite the video. It does help us out, and thank you.